Assalamu alaikum. Ultra Scan Diagnostics here. This is the CBCT of the patient that you had requested. The area of interest has been highlighted for implants, all the edentulous spaces. So we'll start with the top right central incisor. This is the top right central incisor region. We've got a good D3 level bone, 5.3 millimeters of ridge width at the crest with 15 millimeters of height and sufficient space anterior to the incisive foramen. Moving to the lateral incisor region, this is the lateral incisor region. We've got slightly thin ridge and a slightly angulated ridge, 6 millimeters of ridge width with a good 13 millimeters of ridge height. So this is also implant worthy. Moving to the region of the 4, we've got approximately 9 millimeters of width with 16 millimeters of height. Moving to the region of the 5, which is just anterior to the sinus, we have to place a shorter implant, but 9 millimeters of ridge width with 8 millimeters of height, and an implant can be placed here. In the region of the 6 and the 7, we've got very short height in the ridge, and hence, even though we've got a thick ridge, approximately 11 millimeters, we have absolutely no height here. So a lateral window sinus technique will be needed in order to place an implant in this region. Now moving to the region of the lower right 5 that you can see right here. This region requires an implant. We've got 7 millimeters of ridge width with approximately 18 millimeters of height. So good ridge for implant placement. Region of the 6, we've got again D2 quality bone, absolutely fantastic bone, 17 millimeters of ridge height and 9 millimeters of width. In the region of the 7, you can also see we've got good 9 millimeters of width with 12 millimeters of height. Now moving to the region of the canine, we've got very thin ridge in the region of the canine here. Lower right canine, 5 millimeters of ridge width with approximately 17 millimeters of height. In the region of the lateral incisor, again very thin ridge here, 6 millimeters of ridge width with 18 millimeters of height. In the region of the central incisor, again we've got an extracted socket here, very thin, 6 millimeters of ridge width with approximately 18 millimeters of height. Now this is a lone standing tooth, has considerable bone loss. And the region of the lateral incisor on the lower left side, again we've got a thin ridge, 5 millimeters of ridge width with approximately 15 millimeters of height. Moving to the lower left region, again very good bone here, D2 quality bone, 6.7 millimeters of ridge width with a good 18 millimeters of height. You've got a supra-erupted upper right, upper left 6. In the region of the 7, again D2 quality bone, amazing ridge width, 11 millimeters of ridge width with a good 13 millimeters of ridge height. Now finally, moving to the region of the upper left 5, we've got a good ridge here. We've got 10 millimeters of ridge width with approximately 9 millimeters of ridge height. And in the region of the 4, we've got again a freshly extracted socket, non-grafted. We've got 12 millimeters of ridge width with a good 16 millimeters of height. So here also a bone, an implant can be placed. So overall, we've got D3 quality bone in the maxilla, whereas we've got D2 quality bone in the mandible. The lower right anterior region has very thin ridge. So implant placement will need to be done very carefully, but the rest areas implants can be placed comfortably. Thank you very much.